My very excellent mother just served us 9 pizzas. First level of grammar, parts of speech. First one is my. That's a pronoun. It happens to be a possessive pronoun, right? I could also call it an adjective. That's the other name I like for it because it's telling you who's mother. Let's go to mother. Mother is a noun. Easy to figure out, right? What kind of mother is she? She's an excellent mother. Excellent is an adjective because adjectives modify nouns. How excellent of a mother is she? Very excellent. Very is modifying the adjective, so it's an adverb because adverbs modify verbs and adjectives and other adverbs. Just served us 9 pizzas. Just is telling you when the serving is taking place, like it just happened. So it's telling you about the action. It's an adverb. Served, clearly the action, a verb. Us is a pronoun. It happens to be an object pronoun. I'm going to put a little O here. Or I'll put ob. 9 is telling you how many pizzas. Pizzas, of course, is a noun. Plural noun. 9 is telling you how many. It's an adjective. First level's done. Second level, we're going to find the predicate first. I'm going to try and change the color of my ink. The predicate is always a verb. So we're going to put the P under the V. The subject is always what's doing the action in the sentence. Who's doing the serving? Mother, subject. To find the direct object, you ask subject, predicate, what? Mother served what? Pizzas. And then you check in between these two, this one and this one, to see if there's an object or a thing indirectly affected by the action. And we have us. It happens to be an object pronoun. It is indirectly affected by the action. We have no more predicates. We're done with this level. We look for phrases. And right now, the only kind we use are prepositional phrases, and there aren't any, so there are none. How many clauses? There's only one subject-predicate combination, only one clause. It's independent, 0 dependent. Structure is simple. Sentence purpose, it's just a statement. So like most of our sentences, it's declarative. Okay, next one. When students study grammar consistently, they usually get good grades on quizzes. Remember, if we said students study grammar consistently, that could be a complete thought, but when I put when in front of it, when students study grammar consistently, it becomes a fragment. So that's a subordinating conjunction, the kind that turns a sentence into a fragment. Students, noun. Study, verb. Grammar, noun. Notice how it's spelled. That's how you spell grammar. Consistently, there's a clue from the ly, but you have to look and see what it's telling you. It's telling you about how often they study, right? So that makes it an adverb. Now we have they, which is a pronoun, taking the place of the word students in this next clause. Usually is telling you when they do the getting, when the getting happens. How often? Usually. It's an adverb. Get is a verb. What kind of grades? Grades is a noun. Good is an adjective. Now, on quizzes. This word is showing a relationship between quizzes and where they get the grades. So it's a preposition and quizzes is a noun. Now we're going to look for predicates first. Predicate, a V, P under the V. Study is the first predicate. Who's doing the studying? Students. Students study what? Grammar. Next one, we have a V here. Get is a predicate. Who's doing the getting? They. They get what? Grades. Good is telling you what kind of grades. And on quizzes is just describing again about where they get the grades. Now, we're looking for phrases. The only one we know is prep. There's a prep. Whenever there's a prep, there'll be a phrase. Prep phrase. How many clauses? We have 1 and 2, but the question is one of them dependent? This is the clue. If you have a subordinating conjunction and a clause like this, beginning a clause, it's going to make it a dependent clause. That's dependent. This one, they usually get good grades on quizzes, is independent. When you have one of each, the sentence is complex. And the purpose is still declarative. Okay, please don't keep going unless you've done all of these yourself first to give it a try. All right. When they met in Chicago, Michael Jordan gave Lionel Messi advice about his jump shot. When, just like up here, subordinating conjunction. They, just like there, subject pronoun, met an action, a verb, in Chicago. Noun, and this is a prep showing a relationship, showing about where they met. Michael Jordan, we'll treat it all as one word. It's a noun. Gave is a verb. Lionel Messi, noun. Advice, also a noun. Look at all these nouns in a row. About is a preposition. His is telling you who's shot. So it's either a possessive pronoun or you could call it an adjective. Shot is a noun, and jump, which normally is a noun, it's telling you what kind of shot we're talking about. So it's an adjective. It's describing shot. Don't have any preps. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm skipping. We need predicates first. Met is a predicate. It's the verb. Who's doing the meeting? They. They met what? They didn't meet something. They just met. There's no direct object. Now, gave. Gave is a predicate. Who's doing the giving? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan gave what? Advice. That's what he gave. And in between gave and advice, in between the predicate and the direct object, there is another object, a noun, indirectly affected by the action. In this case, it's Lionel Messi. And for those of you who don't know, he's an outstanding soccer player from Spain. And of course, Michael Jordan is one of the world's greatest basketball players. Okay, now we have a prepositional phrase about his jump shot. And we also have a prep phrase over here, in Chicago. And just like this other sentence, we have one clause that's dependent because it begins with a subordinating conjunction that makes it dependent. The other one is independent. One of each, complex, declarative. From the ledge beside the window, the dark gray cat howled at his battle-scarred rival in the alley. I guess you can see I changed the emphasis here. From the ledge. From is a prep. From is a prep. The article adjective. Ledge is a noun. Beside the window. Beside the window, another prep. Article adjective, noun. You see a pattern here? Prep phrases. Sometimes they have article adjectives or other adjectives. Sometimes they don't. The dark gray cat. Well, cat is a noun. Gray is telling you what kind of cat or what color. It's an adjective. But now, is it a dark cat or a dark gray cat? I would say it's a dark. Dark is telling you how gray. So that one's an adverb. The next one, howled. Verb, clearly an action. At is a prep. His is a possessive pronoun. Or you could also call it an adjective because it's telling you whose rival. Rival is a noun. Battle scarred. I would treat this as one word. You would just call it an adjective. But let's see. Battle scarred. If you looked at it as though two words, battle modifying scarred, then this would be an adverb. If you call the whole thing an adjective, that's okay too. In prep. The article adjective and alley is a noun. Okay, the darker got all these words before we finally get to a verb. There's a predicate, howled. And what's the subject of that? Cat. Cat howled what? Cat didn't howl a thing, it just howled. And these phrases describe how it howled, right? And these phrases describe where it was when it was howling. So we have nothing but a subject and a predicate on that line, and we're done with that level. But now we have phrases from the ledge, beside the window, at his battle-scarred rival, in the alley. Those are all prep phrases. Now, some of them actually can be said to end. Some are inside others. That's what I was about to say. Sorry, can't write and talk. What is beside the window telling you? It's describing the ledge. So really, you could say that from the ledge beside the window is one big phrase with this one inside of it. At his battle-scarred rival in the alley. In the alley is describing the rival, right? So you could say that this whole thing is one phrase with another phrase inside it. But I will always mark it correct if you do this part. Either way. Look at that. One subject and predicate. All those words, and it's only one independent clause, zero dependent, simple, and declarative. I hope I got through that fast enough to not be too boring. Thanks. Bye.